I've greeted my whole life. I've always wanted certain things, and there's things we can never afford. I would necessarily not say we're poor, but middle below class. I've always tried to keep my money up and not spend it stupidly, but at the same time, it's very hard to. Everything that I work for always seems like it's for nothing. I keep working every day and every day and every day. 2 jobs, 14-hour shifts, and it feels like I have nothing. This money doesn't feel like it's mine. Yes, I'll spend it stupidly once in a while and I'll buy myself something that I don't need, but I want to be able to financially support my mom in my future, help her out with my sister and my little brothers. I try to do everything in my power to not feel this type of greed, but it's kind of hard to when you live off government funds. Everything that I try to do has a purpose, has a reasoning. I want to be able to support my wife, and after I die, my kids will have money. These are just certain small things that I want, that I greed for. If I'm ever rich at any point in time in my life, you'll never know because I don't show it. I don't want a big house. I want a nice house with probably just a decent car. Or maybe my dream car. I think I'll give it that. I want my dream car. But I've seen greed ruin people firsthand. Ruin families, relationships, friendships, and so much more. I used to have a lot of family, but money became a very, very big problem. Money can make you untrusted. If you fuck with another man's money, you might not see that man, or you might see him and he might beat the shit out of you. There are certain things that you have to realize in life that you need to do. As a man, you need to financially provide. You need to have certain aspects of your life and keep pushing. Keep pushing for that bigger house. Keep pushing for all that. Honestly, the way I feel it is that money doesn't buy your happiness, but it does contribute to a lot of beneficial parts of your life that will make happiness. I don't see people having free vacations and not enjoying their time. We didn't enjoy our time for our vacation. We went to Jersey Shore with bags of quarters. And I don't want to sound greedy or anything, but a lot of people don't even get to go on vacation. Needless to say, we haven't been on vacation for 4 years, but no, not 4 years. Since 2015, we haven't been on vacation, and it was ruined. Our Florida vacation was just terrible, but I want to be able to give something to my children after I die. And I think that's why I greed so much, is because I don't want to be 50 years old working dead-end jobs and not have anything for it. I want to leave behind some sort of legacy, or it's just something. I want to be able to pay for my kids' first car, but I obviously want my kids to work for it. Like, I want them to know that getting a job and saving your money, putting it away. I have certain plans for my children when they grow up. But when they're kids, I don't want them to ever feel like we don't have what other kids have. Even though I'm not going to obviously buy them everything in the world and make them spoiled and tell them no. But they're my kids. I would want to buy them the world, of course. It's just there's certain things that I greed for. I want a big wedding. A big wedding nowadays is like $15,000 to $25,000. So you just get married for love. I really don't mind it, in a way. Just, you also don't know if your significant other is with you for your money or not. It might not be a possibility, but it could happen. I've seen it happen firsthand. I've seen people get married just for the money. Just for the money. And that, to me, is crazy. money becomes such a big aspect of life. And it's the whole reason what we have to do in our lifetime. There are people out on the streets right now because they couldn't pay taxes or they couldn't do certain things with their life to make them better. Listen, the homeless thing is a problem. I don't believe anybody should. I don't agree. I don't. But at the same time, we don't make it easy enough in this world to. We don't make it easy enough this world to buy a home. For my generation, anybody born in 2003 or a little bit, I think, earlier and later, do you know it's physically impossible for us to buy a house? That no matter if we get that job that's $150,000 a year, a house is way more than that. You'll never be able to afford your home unless you're making stupid money. And the fact that people can make $1 million in a year, or not even a year, a couple months, bugs me out. I want that. I need that. I think everybody needs that. Everybody's looking for a certain outlook on life that might just not be true. You would have to be a YouTuber, or be a musician, or make a crazy business decision, or anything. It's possible, don't get me wrong, because nothing is impossible. But at the same time, you have to almost sell your soul for it. And is that what you want in your life? Work over everything, of course, because money is going to be there regardless. Your wife or your boyfriend might not. And that's the crazy part too, is that I'm not made of money, but I don't spend it stupidly. And if I do, there's good reasoning. Like, I just bought myself a pair of shoes that I had when I was a kid, and it brought me back just being able to feel that same way again. I would never want my friends to also feel that way. I love when I pay for my friends. It makes me feel very good about myself, and it makes me know that money isn't a problem and they should enjoy the moment. I don't really expect the money back. It's nice when they do it though, but I don't mind it, because I know how it felt when I was stealing quarters from my parents just to be able to go out. $10 worth of quarters. And I would just have a pocket full of change, and every time I would walk, it hit my leg, and I'd feel so embarrassed. So embarrassed. Or when I started getting addicted to nicotine at such a young age, to go buy a vape was insane. It was crazy. I can't even tell you, I started selling my own shit or whatever. Just life gets very expensive. Life gets very hard. Life gets very difficult. I don't believe that everybody will be financially stable. I think you need to go through that little, oh shit, we don't have money part of your life. But at the same time, I do think money contributes to happiness in a way. And that might be very wrongful thinking, but I don't think money could buy you love. It could buy you fake love, of course, 100%. But money can make moments, money can do all this, and that's why I think we all have the same passionate greed a little bit, and I think it's all for good reasoning. You don't understand how much I wish I could pay for my mom's student loans and get us out of this house, and I feel like we're living like sardines in a way. But at the same time is that I miss having no money. Like nothing. Living in Brooklyn in an apartment with 3 family members and my mom and dad was probably the best feeling ever. I enjoyed it. It brought me a lot of everything. It brought me a lot of happiness. It brought me a lot of memories, not having money. We used to walk all over the place. All over. And we were pretty healthy at that time. Now that we got cars and, we live here now, it's not fun anymore. Like, you really gotta drive everywhere. You gotta do everything in your power to get to somewhere. It's not the same. So I miss not having money. I just think that throughout life, we should all obviously chase your bag, but don't forget certain aspects of life when you're chasing that bag. Spend time with your family. Make sure that your parents are taken care of in the end. Make sure that your children are healthy. Make sure you just keep a positive mindset. Because I've seen a lot of people not be able to keep that same energy and lose a lot. And dying without your family just because of some dollars is probably the scariest thing. So if you greed, make sure you're greeting for the right reasons, and don't forget people along the way. Because greed could really, really, really take over your life. I miss some of my family. I wonder what they're doing and who they're talking to, or what their kids are like. Money can destroy everything. Look at what it's doing to our economy now. It's hard to even afford simple shit. Please make sure you spend your money wisely. Take care of your family, take care of your friends. Don't look at money as a crazy option, because it's not. Memories are the better option. Hopefully I stop greeting. Or hopefully I get rich. All I know is that I'm not going to do it alone.